If someone asked me who the biggest benefactors from the last patches are, I would probably say Aurelion Soul, and number 2 would be Karma. So naturally, today we're having a look at a game played on the Korean server, played by Zeus with a Karma top lane. The reason is I've already done a Karma mid lane cast, and I think that Karma mid lane is a ridiculously strong champion. However, I think that we are going to see it a little bit more in the top lane. The win rate, not nearly as good. The win rate here, only 50%. However, I think that in pro play, the win rate is going to be higher. We can talk about this in-game. However, of course, what made Karma so strong, even after this nerf of the current patch 14.3, the nerf was pretty slow. So here you see the soul flare damage. This is the detonation of the Q. Has been nerfed by ratio and damage. Higher base damage, lesser AP ratio. Guys, this is not going to make Karma useless. It's not. Again, I said this before. Karma has the ability to be a 3-wave flex. Realistically, potentially 4-wave flex. Not jungle. Stop! Night Blue, no jungle. But what she can do is she kind of has this very unique playstyle where she is a lane bully that creates mid lane pressure, which is very important for pro games. And then she falls into a supportive role, which is also common for mid lane champions in pro play. Which is why I'm a pretty big fan of Karma in the mid lane. And now we're going to scout it out in the top lane and see what it is all about. As we jump into the cast here, of course, this is Zeus on the Karma, playing a very, very cool skin, actually. Of course, playing in the higher regions of the Korean server. Where would you expect him else? This is, I think, the Odyssey Karma, I believe. He will be running Eri, and he will also be running down into the bot lane with a Bard. Don't get it mixed up, though. He is still a top laner. He is just a Karma. So he wants to create action and make things happen, Noviego. So, yeah, the aggression is kind of halted here. We have Eri available to ourselves. Eri, very strong on Karma, of course. There are 2 options, Eri and Comet. Comet works really well because Comet always hits on Karma because her Q has a slow. It doesn't always hit, but it hits a lot of the time. Let's put it that way. Hits a lot of the time. Eri also very strong though, especially in top lane, as of course you want to be poking a little bit more with your auto attacks there. He will be facing off into a cannon, which is not the classical matchup. So a little bit of pressure here. As a Draven will be looking for a little kill. Doesn't get it. Zeus prompted to flash here. Will he have to TP? I think so, yeah. I think he has to TP here. Unfortunate TP coming out. Still broken in the replay tool. Riot hasn't fixed this. I think it's been like 3 years now. But here we are. RQ available. Oh, this... Yeah, you gotta be... So, this is the problem with Karma, is you need to find creative ways to get that RQ poke onto the enemy team. Or onto the enemy champion. Without losing push pressure and, of course, most of the time by hitting minions. So, the Q, wherever it hits, has a little area of effect. So, if you hit, for example, the backline minion closest to the enemy, then that can allow you to hit it. Or, this is the other trading pattern, is you just W them. And then they can't dodge, and you can just hit them with a RQ. You can see here that Zeus comfortably is out trading the cannon. Cannon, of course, has teleport available to himself. So he will just be able to recall instantly, go back to base, come back with a, well, probably a refillable potion at best. 7 minions, yeah. Unfortunate situation, but it is what it is. And Zeus does not have that TP. However, Zeus, of course, if Cannon messes up some trades, is able to regenerate quite a bit of HP through that RW. You get 2 procs of HP on the first and on the second cast. So you can literally just start out RW, get a bit of mana back and run away. It's a very good way to kind of sustain yourself up, a little toxic. But with such a big wave, yeah, Zeus will get a free recall here anyway. 22 CS, 2 Cannon looking for the cancel here, yeah. But of course, try to cancel a Karma. Now she has a HP lead on you. So now she just stays because, well, not only HP lead, also an XP lead. Okay. So now RQ into the wave here. RQ into the wave would have almost cleared the wave there. Instead, he's holding that one for the trade. Very good Q. This is exactly what I was talking about. You can sneak it past the minions. Okay, EW Cannon is very good at dodging those tethers in comparison to other champions. So this is definitely a harder matchup. But the thing is with this Karma, right? No matter how the game goes, you know it's always going to show you what it can do. Because it is a rather simple champion, the way it interacts. Okay, very good job by Cannon so far, though. Cannon has been kind of avoiding that major trading potentially from Karma. And so now Zeus is in a bit of an unfortunate situation of being pushed in by such a big wave here that it's going to be impossible to hold this. So, yes, the advantage is in a way gone. Cannon was able to kind of cheat a lot of lane pressure here in his favor. And kind of get through the early game until he has that level 6 available to himself. At which point, of course, Cannon a little bit more powerful. Cannon a little bit late with his recall here. I would presume it's still a recall though. Actually, at this point, I'm not sure. Nah, but it has to be, right? Yeah, I think it has to be a recall. Karma not... I mean, she's very good at pushing waves, but she's not that good at pushing waves. I think one important part of the puzzle here also being that Zeus held the ultimate in order to be safe from a Cannon hiding in the bush. Waiting. Okay, recall has been completed. We are going for the lost chapter first. Karma, to me, doesn't have enough mana problems, so whenever I like to go for Malignance, which is the item that Zeus is going for here, I like to go for the cooldown Fiendish Codex first instead of the lost chapter. It kind of depends on the lane. But yeah, I've stopped using mana items always on any mage first item because there's a lot of positives to be gained. Very good pocket that Cannon was able to find there. Ooh, very good job by the Karma though. Assessing's pretty good. She feels very similar to a fraction of Wei. I don't know, like, how else to put it. Yeah, he's waiting for the stun to come through and then going for the RQ, right? Going for the massive trade here. Yeah, using his shields to win the trade again. Good stun by Cannon, getting himself out of there. But you can tell that even Cannon, pretty strong lane bully for the top lane here, is struggling. Now that yeah, I think that RQ wasn't well used. Oh, very good cancel, actually. Yeah, that RQ wasn't very well used, in my opinion. I think he could have saved that and used that for the melee minions later on. But, you know, it does look very satisfying. You can see here, you want to be very careful with the RQ. Ooh, very good Lee Sin Q. The kick comes through, and that is a dead Karma. No matter how you see it, very good job by the Lee Sin gang. And the pings even happened. Faker in the same game here, by the way. Fighting Nila, he is on the Galio. Nila, of course, goes down here to the To the Viego player. Epilogue for you. I've seen this player a lot now. Korean high elo. I don't know who it is. And this might even be Carrier too. So it's a triple stack T1 game, huh? I mean, who knows if this is actually Carrier. DK Lucid on the other team. Oh, look at these disgusting trading patterns by Karma. Goodness me, man. The cooldown is so low. And we're not even there. You know what I mean? All of this, guys. This is not it. Once he gets Malignance. Oh my god. Karma legit is able to just Q... To just RQ you, W you, and then RQ you again. It is outrageous. Yeah, you can see here the first W already is going to reduce his cooldown, so he just spams it. So 1 Q, and Cannon is dead. Nice, Cannon working his way into the 1 minion there. However, unfortunately, Karma can just hop the wave. Not quite optimal. Could have tanked the wave a little bit more to stack it up a bit better. But we'll get a plate here nonetheless. With a good amount of money available to himself. Lee Sin 6-0. Definitely forced to be reckoned with. As we are going for more cooldown reduction here. More Tomes. Always a good decision. I'm personally a little torn between cooldown reduction, which you already kind of have a lot of, and something like the Boots of Swiftness, which feel really good because it allows you to hit your W even harder. Of course, gives you more movement speed. Very good empowered Q here by the Karma. Doing a little damage to the cannon. And I can't wait to see the Malignance. I can't wait to see the item that will follow, which is Horizon Focus. Absolutely redonkulous, that item. Ooh, beautiful dodge. So we are hovering. Placing a ward onto the Krugs. Yeah. Zeus almost got that bind through still. Ooh, yeah, Cannon's starting to hurt here with that X-Tech alternator. And a Q-Max. I mean, this is clearly a Q-Max, right? Oh, and that R tagged him. That's so depressing. Yeah, that is what I hate about Karma. Is like her hitboxes are so ridiculous on that arc. Yeah. Okay, nice try. And if he had Malignance here, he would have literally just hit the cannon with a double empowered Q within that trade. Not right now, though. Okay. Being a little bit more careful. Ooh. Ooh, cannon. We are not having a good time. The thing is, on Karma, and this is a public service announcement, I want to tell you this. One thing that I've noticed is, on Karma, you definitely want to get yourself magic penetration as quickly as possible. She does a lot of damage, but her scalings aren't that crazy, so at that point, it's always very good to have, which is also why Malignance is so strong, right? But at that point of the third item, it's always very, very good to get the magic pen. We are missing a plate here in the top lane. We're giving up a plate. There it happened. The plate got removed. As Hextech Alternator now. What? Yeah, I was about to say, why are we going... Yeah, exactly. So he was he was like going for the... What is it called? Horizon Focus again. With that double M tome. Forgetting that, yeah, right now we ought to go Fiendish Codex first, get that Malignance as quickly as possible. His second M-Tome purchase here for sure is a mistake, by the way. This build is not optimal. You want to get Malignance as quickly as possible. If he has Malignance here, he is 10 times stronger. You can just run down the cannon. Right now we gotta be a bit careful as well, as we know that Lee Sin is also topside. Yeah. Okay, the flash, the kick into the cannon ultimate, and Lee Sin will take that kill for himself. As he will go down to the Karma though. Malignance acquired. Big shutdown. Actually, very big shutdown here for the Karma. As yeah, that guy is now working on the second item. The 2-item power spike on Karma is ridiculous. I don't know how else to put it. Not legal. Smolder kind of wants to chill. He wants to chill and farm up. Ooh. And Mom coming through, actually. Draven being shut down here. That is very big. Very good job, actually. We gotta be very careful. Yeah, be very careful with them. Oh, actually, very well played by Faker. Being ready there to stop the Neela. Neela? Yes, the Fury. Sorry. Other new champion. Ah, the bind not coming through. Actually, the Q farm, the second detonate, the Q slow might have saved the Bard there if the Lee Sin Q didn't hit. Unfortunately, that one did hit in the top lane. Meanwhile, the cannon will be taking that tower, working on the tier 2 tower already. Massive amounts of damage already coming out from this Karma. I personally, as a Karma, would have preferred to stay in the mid lane here and deal some damage to the tower, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, no, we have 6 Void Grubs. I think that would be a very good one, because generally taking towers is very valuable. And mid lane tower is the tower to take. However, now we are rotating quickly enough, and that is a huge win here actually for the red team, that rotation. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, kill not going over to the 80 carry there. But that still is a good position. I think Smolder got the kill onto the cannon there. And well, we will see. We will see how this one goes. Smolder right now in the top side, so we are still giving up 1 dragon. Of course, it is only 2 dragons here that have been taken. 2 dragons here for the blue team. That means we can kind of chill. Wait until soul point and then maybe think about contesting. Karma finding massive damage here onto the Draven. You can see Karma damage right now is very strong. Very good play here. Kick coming out of the Lee Sin as the hook lands, and that is a kill going over to actually DK Lucid instead of the Draven. I think a bit of a misplay here of the Lee Sin, but still, he is making the plays. Faker taken down here. Very good attempt here by the Nautilus as well. But the instant reaction flash by Smolder. Bro, look at... Nah. Like, Nafiri is just so ridiculous. Went ahead. Faker 0-7. Yeah, Karma's here. Who got that kill? Nah, went to Karma. It's not optimal. Right now it's still okay, because Karma is going to be powering the mid game here quite a bit. I wish that, yeah, I wish that Zeus was a little bit more with his team there. Because I think right now, if he hits a double empowered Q onto the enemy team, his Q is pretty much instantly back up. So he has ridiculous amount of trading power here, but of course not like this. Very beautiful play. Also, of course, have to point that out. Beautiful play by the Lee Sin there. Quick little kick. Put the Karma out of position now. As we are in a bad position. We are in a bad way. Well, our top lane still looking absolutely disgusting. I wonder. I think he can one rotation the cannon at this point, which one rotation would be 2 Qs, 2 RQs. So RQ, run him down with W, RQ. I think cannon is dead. Damage is absolutely ridiculous. Has been taken down a little bit by Riot Games. But still is very, very strong. Bro. Yeah, the reveal also is pretty good now. So Horizon Focus also has been buffed. It now reveals people in a big radius and has a 600 radius instead of a 700 radius. So basically you proc it already if people are closer to you, which is very strong. You can see here that Zeus moving to defend that. Yeah. He does so much damage, man. Like, if you look at the Lee Sin's HP, this Q does more damage than a victory would do to Lee Sin right now. At this point of the game. Like, with similar items. 170? I think so, yeah. That's very, very strong. And of course, his very big AoE and very low cooldown. So yeah. Reset City. Oh, but we still gotta be careful that Lee Sin Nafiri. Ah, Lee Sin finding the Q. Karma can't really help out. Still does very massive damage, but it's just not enough. Draven taking a lot of damage here, though. Problem with Draven is, of course... Lee Sin takes that one for himself. Is this another game that just heavily goes into favor of the opposing team? Man, this is a problem, guys. I actually want you to give me a little bit of feedback. Ah, yes. Give me a little bit of feedback on what do you want me to do? Do you want me to pre-watch the games? Or do you want me to... and kind of make sure that they're good games? Or do you want me to just keep reacting to the games? And, you know, maybe some games are just not that good then? Because at the end of the day, if this is just the game and all we've seen Zeus do is like win lane and lose game. Sounds kind of mid, huh? I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, Viego is a very big comeback factor. Okay. So the empowered Q here did not land. This one's very important. We gotta be very careful with that Lee Sin. You can see the max range W there already procced the Horizon's hyper shot. But unfortunately, the damage is just not enough. We are just being ran down by a Lee Sin. I guess this shows one of the weaknesses of Karma as well. Karma, of course. If the rest of your team is behind, it can be a little bit bad. It can be a little bit weird to play Karma because you need to walk up, you need to hit that W, you need to hit that Q, right? Ooh, this should be massive. Oh no, it's a disaster. Faker's W has been cancelled by the Nautilus. Because he's channeled us way too early. Got greedy with it. Oh, and that means a double kill here for the blue team again. 41 to 14. The FF comes through. Well, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and then, you know, please leave some feedback. Tell me how you would like this to go, and I will oblige.